And now a highlight from Animal Radio on iHeartRadio.
And today we're talking about CBDs and natural health remedies. CBDs, just an amazing proliferation of those little puppies all over now. In fact, I get several emails a day claiming that they can do all kinds of amazing things. But we're going to talk to an expert now. We have Angela Ardolino joining us. Hi, Angela. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Very good. Tell us about yourself.
About me?
Yeah, I want to know about you before we find out about the CBDs. I want to know what your background is.
Oh, you bet. I am an entrepreneur, and I have been taking care of and rescuing animals most of my life. I have a rescue that I rescue dogs and farm animals. I'm the one that ends up with the senior dogs, the dogs with the problems. And I end up with the roosters and the mini pigs that aren't mini pigs.
You and me both.
Things like that.
What is the difference between hemp CBD and marijuana? Is it just basically pot for pets? And will they get high?
They won't get high. And the difference is that marijuana and hemp CBD. So we're going to talk about marijuana and hemp. Those are the two things that we're trying to figure out the difference between, or where the confusion lies. They are both from the cannabis plant. Marijuana has THC in it, and that's what gets you high or the psychoactive feeling. And hemp does not have THC in it, or has very little THC in it. THC is just like another compound like CBD is. Hemp is also a lot higher in CBD than marijuana is. Hemp CBD is what is legal in all 50 states. Marijuana CBD is not. It's just a confusion in what we all call it.
Let's get to the basics here. What does CBD cure, or what ailments does it help with?
So CBD is a compound in the cannabis plant, and it interacts with our endocannabinoid system. So our endocannabinoid system controls everything from our moods, stress and anxiety, appetite, and it also controls things like inflammation. When things are off, basically CBD and hemp medicine brings the body back into a homeostasis point. It's kind of like some people and some pets have an endocannabinoid deficiency. And CBD is in the cannabis plant, but it's also in a couple other plants. And when you take it and get it into your system, it actually feeds your endocannabinoid system and brings you to a nice, normal state. So if you have a dog that is scared to death of thunderstorms or fireworks or going to the groomer or the vet or any type of loud noises, CBD, giving them a full-spectrum CBD oil right under their lips that they can absorb through their gums and get right into their bloodstream, will actually calm them down, some immediately and some within 20 minutes. You'll see the medicine work within 20 minutes. You have a senior dog who has arthritis or hip problems, giving them a higher dose of CBD, you'll see them start running around, being puppy-like again. They will have so much trouble getting up because the pain and the inflammation has been reduced tremendously.
Can they overdose on it?
Impossible. They can. It doesn't affect the same system that affects our like opioids or prescription medications do. It doesn't affect their breathing or our heart rate, so you cannot overdose on it. You could pour an entire bottle of our 1,100 milligram tincture down a dog's throat, and if anything, he will probably sleep really good and maybe have a little bit of diarrhea.
I got to ask, I see so many CBDs out there. Just every day I see another brand. I see that yours is, by the way, it's CBD Dog Health, right?
Yes, that's it.
It says on the bottle that it's full spectrum. I'm not sure what that means. What is full spectrum?
Full spectrum means is that when we extract the oil, and we also extract from the hemp flower only. We don't extract from the leaves or stalks or any other part of the plant, only the flowers. And when we extract them, we do it in a process that keeps all the compounds intact of the plant. And when all the compounds are intact to the plant, that's when you get the best medicine. So you want to make sure it's full spectrum, and that's what that means. And that includes a little bit of THC, the 0.03 I keep mentioning. If it's broad spectrum, that means it has several of the cannabinoids intact but doesn't have any of the THC in it. So that's the biggest difference, and that's what you want. There's a lot of confusion, as you said, in the marketplace because it's not regulated yet. So people are making all kinds of claims and putting products out. And those of us that are doing right in the industry have self-regulated, and we do third-party laboratory tests.
That was my next question. Is that there's how can you tell the bad actors from the good stuff? There are third parties that do lab testing?
Yep. We get every single batch tested by a third party, and we put those results right up on our website. And you can, when you go to the website and look at one of the products, you'll see in the pictures where the third-party lab certificate is. And what that lab certificate shows you is that there are other cannabinoids intact and in the tincture, and that you can see the little bit of THC in there. So when the other cannabinoids are there, you're seeing that it's a full spectrum, and you're seeing how much of it is actually in the tincture or in a serving. It should show the tincture, how much in the entire bottle and how much in each serving. So you want to look for those. Make sure that they're recent and that they're a full panel, meaning they're testing everything. They also test whether there's herbicides in it, any chemical fertilizers, those types of toxins that we don't want on our pet, especially if they're sick. So it shows all of those things so that you know that you're getting a pure product.
Angela, we have so many questions, but we got to take a quick break. Hold on for 1 second. It is Animal Radio. Stick around. We are talking CBDs today. We are with Angela Ardolino. She's the top dog at CBD Dog Health. What else should we be looking for when we buy a CBD?
You want to make sure, if it looks too good to be true, if you're buying a bottle for $19.95 or $29.95, it probably doesn't have any CBD in it. If you're buying it on Amazon, it's probably not a real product. You're going to want to go with the brands, and unfortunately right now it's kind of confusing buying online. So you actually need to find the good brands, do your research, go to their website, see who the founder is, are they educating, are those certificates there? And then if the claims look too good to be true, there probably are. Our tinctures are priced pretty, when you're compared to apples to apples, the other people out there that are making the same type of products or maybe a little different. Ours are a little different because we add other essential oils, natural essential oils in our tinctures to help whatever the ailments that we have applied. Each bottle, our Calm is for anxiety, stress, and fear, so it has lavender essential oil in it. Our Ease has turmeric oil and frankincense oil, which are also amazing anti-inflammatories, and that's for arthritis and allergies. And then our Heal, which is our most potent, has 1,100 milligrams of CBD, full-spectrum CBD in it, and hemp seed oil, which is also an amazing fatty acid and omega-3 and 6, and then an MCT oil to help with absorption of the medicine. So we add other essential oils into our tinctures, which makes them a little different. So some people just do different dosaging of CBD. But, yeah, you want to make sure there's enough in it. I say no less than 500 milligrams or 9 to 10 milligrams per serving of CBD if you really want to see the medicine work, a full spectrum of CBD. I'm sorry, I keep saying just CBD, but when I say that, I mean full spectrum CBD.
What makes CBD Dog Health different than all of these other companies?
Like I said, mostly because we include other essential oils. I have a degree in medical cannabis from the University of Vermont School of Medicine, launched their first class in medical cannabis in 2016, and I was in it.
Wow.
I actually found the medicine because I wanted to treat my rheumatoid arthritis naturally, and that's how I found the medicine, and it worked so well. I sold my business and threw myself into the medical cannabis industry. And then when I learned that animals had the same system, I was like, oh, my gosh, this is perfect. Why isn't anyone doing this? I couldn't find a product, and so I developed one. I come from a background of working with animals my entire life, so I didn't just go, "Hoo, yay, let's make some money and jump on this gold rush." This is something that I'm very passionate about. To me, it's just an all-natural medicine that has been kept from both us and our pets. It does so many great things. There are no bad side effects. We're finally seeing it legalized, and now it's just a matter of educating the public on how to choose the right product, what does it mean, what are the differences between it, how hemp and marijuana are different. It's just a matter of educating people, including, lawmakers and departments of agriculture. I mean, I still get told the wrong information by people who should know better all the time. And so it's frustrating, but it's a brand new industry, so here I am.
And you're pioneering it,
as many people as I can.
And you're doing an awesome job.
I'm wondering how.
Yes?
I'm sorry. I'm wondering how, since you're involved in making it, how do the manufacturers or makers of CBD oils, how do they differentiate them for pets or those for humans?
That's a great question. The pets, one of the biggest things I forgot to say is that pets or animals have 10 times more receptors than we do. So they're much more sensitive to the medicine, which is why you don't want to have very much THC in it. So that is probably the biggest reasons you're going to see difference between dosaging of what a human needs and what a pet needs. The other thing is that a lot of human companies add different things or flavorings in it that are not good for pets. So I'll never forget when I started this journey 2 years ago, the first product that I got was from a human company who then made a pet product, and all they did was change the label. They didn't change the tincture at all. And it had stevia in it, which makes dogs sick. Mm-hmm. So, that was just another reason of me going. At first, I thought I had to grow it because I couldn't find anyone growing it right without pesticides and herbicides. Then I thought, oh, my gosh. And I'm like, okay, I have to make my own thing. I can't find anyone with a pure product. So it's changed so much in the 2 years. It's amazing. But that's probably the biggest thing. You get a lot of human companies who see a market where they could make more money. So they'll take the human product and just put a different label on it and sell it as a pet product. And the problem with that is the ingredients that are in it that pets shouldn't have, and the milligrams are usually too high for a pet. That's when you'll start seeing a pet be act high or, be affected by the psychoactive components because it has too much THC in it.
I have learned so much from you today. The website is cbddoghealth.com. Angela Ardolino, thank you so much for telling me all of this information.
You bet. I'm glad to share it. Everybody should know about it. It's a great natural medicine.
Yes. We'll put links to everything you've heard on today's show over at animalradio.pet.
You're listening to Animal Radio. Visit us at animalradio.com or download the Animal Radio app for iPhone and Android.